Alright, got this side of the rim cleaned up as good as I'm going to get it. Got it painted. After I paint on it now, I can see kind of shadows and stuff. There is a low spot right here. Maybe could use another run of weld. You know, it's going to be fine. So we're going to lay down or something. I don't know. I'm gonna fire up the I think Rossi Oliver man calls that the something flywheel refinisher. Oh, the old DeWalt with the knotted wire brush on it. And I'm gonna go back to cleaning more of that paint and rust off of that side of the rim, because we're gonna call the silver side done. For any of you guys working on rims, that's Rust-Oleum aluminum. Anyway, that's the color I'm going to use for it. And I'm still on the fence whether or not this will actually end up on my brother's tractor or not, because see, that one's junk unless I can find another one like that. Because most of them, these are, call them a drop center, because this section here is drops from out here where the tire. A lot of them, this section here is actually at an angle. So instead of flat and then dropping, it just goes from this radius here to this radius here at an angle, which is what my brother's H has on it. I was really hoping that these rims would be decent. I clean them up, paint them, put the tires back on them, and just bolt them on the OH, but that's not going to happen, because actually that one I think is, I'm pretty sure that one's just, well, I'm not pretty sure. I'm 127.5% confident that one's junk. It's just junk. Anyway, when we get this one fixed up, this is 1138. I think what may happen is when the H comes up here in a couple weeks, we'll just take the wheels off of it and have the tires I want to put on it, put on those wheels. It's not wasted effort on this rim, because I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this is going to match the wheel that's on my UB Special. Currently it has a 10 and an 11 38 on it because of stuff. Anyway, if this will match yeah, I'm hoping maybe I can use this on my UB Special. Anyway, heater's getting ready to fire up, so I'm gonna get this thing laid out and we'll fire up the old DeWalt and we'll put our respirator on wherever it's at, so we don't breathe in a lot of shit coming off, stuff coming off, because it's a dirty process. But we're gonna get it cleaned up, and I'll be back. All right, here's where I'm at. Making heater's gonna light up. I've got all this side here, wire wheel cleaned up, wiped down. I'm gonna rub a can of primer, get that primed, and then we'll just have, or more than halfway there, because we just got from the drop center to the other side clean up. We'll get that primed and painted and get this one knocked out, and then I really think I just need to roll that one out and throw it in the back of the truck and call it scrap. Anyhow, I'll be back. All right, wrapping up for the night. Should have filmed this before I flip this a bit. Got a coat of the Rust-Oleum paint on there. Looks pretty good, mostly smooth. I do think I need to maybe clean it up and apply some JB Weld or something, body putty or something, to fill all those holes so that looks a little better. But yeah, anyway, I think we're gonna call it a night, and might even call it a video. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, back out in the garage on my brother's H project. I know we've been talking about these rims. I'm about 98% decided that I'm not gonna put these rims on his tractor, back on his tractor, because, well, the other was just so bad. Anyway, I got this one pretty well cleaned up, welded up. It needs a couple more coats of paint, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, the reason that's cooking like it is in the 15-degree temperatures we got is when I had welded up around the valve stem hole, I still had just some pits and whatever from the welding process. So I mixed up some JB Weld, and I've laid in a nice layer of it to try and fill all the voids. Unfortunately, it's, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 hours or something crazy before the stuff fully set up, unless it's below 40 degrees, which right now here in central Indiana, we're like in the teens. We might be in single digits by now, dropping back down into single digits overnight. So I got the cooker running, blowing some heat on it to try and get it cured out as much as I can, and then it'll just slow cure overnight, and then we'll sand her back down, and we'll get some several more coats of the Rust-Oleum aluminum. Probably gonna have to buy another can of it because I'm about out. But anyhow, that's where we're at on this. It's supposed to warm up next week. I'm hoping it stays cold through this week into the weekend, because I'd really like to get out on the ice and do a little ice fishing. But it's still trying to snow tonight. 19th of February. It's about 7:30 at night, and it's still spitting snow out. So I'm probably just going to put that back over there where it lives during the day, so I can get Mama Jeep in, get the mini Jeep back in the garage, so that she didn't have to scrape ice and snow off in the morning. Might even slide the cooker over a little bit and keep the heat going, just to keep it warm out here for a little bit, to thaw out any accumulation she may have incurred the turds. Anyhow, yeah, so that's where we're at on the H wheel project. I think if it does warm up next week, say today's Wednesday, we'll see how it looks a week from now. If it warms up and is kind of decent, week and a half from now, we'll take the trailer down to the farm, get the 445 out of the way, get the H on the trailer, and get it brought up here. And then, yeah, I don't know if we'll put the Jetstar back out in the driveway or just work on the H in the dry. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anyhow, yeah, that's where we're at. I'll be back.